In the rich tapestry of prophetic history there are figures whose stories resonate with profound lessons for every generation. One such luminous personality is Prophet Shu'aib, peace be upon him. He was a man chosen by Allah, the Most High, to guide his people out of the darkness of corruption and into the light of faith and integrity. Shu'aib was a direct descendant of Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, carrying the noble lineage of prophethood. He was known for his remarkable eloquence and his ability to present arguments with clarity and wisdom, which earned him the title Khatib al-Anbiya, the preacher of the prophets. His story is not just a historical account, it is a mirror reflecting the timeless struggle between righteousness and wrongdoing. He stands as a beacon for ethical conduct, reminding us that faith must manifest in our daily transactions and interactions with others. The story of Shu'aib and the people of Midian, as narrated in the Holy Quran, serves as a lesson as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. The people of Midian were deeply entangled in a web of social and economic corruption. Their primary sin was widespread dishonesty in trade. When they sold goods, they cheated by giving less than due, using faulty scales and measures to shortchange customers. When they bought, they demanded more than their rightful amount. Every transaction was skewed in their favor. This fraud was seen as clever business practice, a way to accumulate wealth at the expense of others' rights, poisoning trust and fairness essential for community. Dishonesty wasn't their only transgression. They abandoned the pure monotheism of Prophet Abraham, falling into idolatry, worshipping a large sacred tree, Alaika. They offered sacrifices to the tree and sought blessings from it, associating partners with Allah, committing shirk. They were also known for intimidating thuggish behavior, positioning themselves along main trade routes to terrorize and rob travelers. Prophet Shu'aib, peace be upon him, began his mission with a clear, simple and comprehensive message. He stood before his people and said, "O my people, worship Allah, you have no deity other than Him." This was the foundational call of all prophets, to abandon the worship of false idols and turn in sincere devotion to the one and only Creator. He reminded them that their worship of the Ica tree was a profound error, seeking to reorient their spiritual compass. After establishing Tawheed, Prophet Shu'aib directly addressed economic injustice. "And O my people, give full measure and weight in justice and do not deprive the people of their due and do not commit abuse on the earth, spreading corruption." He commanded them to be proactively just, linking faith directly to action, demonstrating that true belief in God must be reflected in fair and ethical dealings with fellow human beings. His reward, he told them, was with Allah alone. Despite the clarity, wisdom and compassion of Prophet Shu'aib's message, the people of Midian, especially the arrogant and wealthy elite, responded with scorn and hostility. They couldn't accept a message that threatened their corrupt system. Their first line of attack was to mock his faith and his call to prayer. "O Shu'aib, does your prayer command you that we should leave what our fathers worshipped, or that we should cease to do with our wealth what we please?" This revealed their deep-seated arrogance. They saw their traditions and control over wealth as non-negotiable, and they ridiculed his piety. When ridicule failed, they resorted to personal attacks and threats. "Indeed, we see you among us as weak, and if it were not for your clan, we would have stoned you, for you are not powerful against us." The threat was held back only by respect for his family. They tried to intimidate him into silence. "We will surely drive you out, O Shu'aib, and those who have believed with you from our city, or else you must return to our religion." After years of patient calling and persistent rejection, he made a final appeal, warning his people of the fate that befell nations like Noah, Hud, Salih, and Lot. He urged them to seek forgiveness from Allah and turn back to Him, reminding them that their Lord is most merciful and most loving. However, their hearts were sealed by arrogance. They dismissed his warnings as empty threats and defiantly challenged him to bring upon them the punishment he spoke of if he was truthful. Having exhausted all means of guidance, Shu'aib dissociated himself from their wicked deeds and prayed for decisive judgment. The divine punishment came in a terrifying sequence. First, they were afflicted with unbearable, scorching heat. Desperate, they saw a dark cloud and rushed towards it, thinking it would bring relief. But from this cloud, a terrible, deafening cry erupted, followed by a violent earthquake that shook the ground beneath their feet. In a single, catastrophic moment, the entire city was annihilated. Allah saved Prophet Shu'aib and the believers who had heeded his call. The story leaves us with a timeless legacy. Faith in God is intrinsically linked to justice and ethical behavior, especially in our financial dealings.